you will have a ready dick to ride on and whenever you want it. It's truly one of the greatest joys of being in a relationship that you could finally kiss those booty calls goodbye with those douchebags out there. Do you know what I mean? Especially during ovulation, because gosh, I get the horniest during my ovulation. Ooh, ooh. Hey guys, in this video, I will be showing you why having the same partner forever is the key to having a happy sex life. Are you ready? First, click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video and subscribe to my channel. Welcome back. Now, having the same partner for the rest of your life doesn't have to be a scary thing to do or maybe an all-consuming and suffocating thing to have. It can actually be rather a fulfilling thing. And why would anyone be scared to have one partner for the rest of their lives? Because I have 10 good reasons why being with the same partner forever actually does wonders for your sex life. I know we live in a society that doesn't always fully embrace the idea of committed relationships and monogamy. I don't know why. Social media alone makes it 100 times harder to avoid temptation and accusations of infidelity. Let's not even discuss the girls who boastfully come on social media or Instagram, to be more precise, to boastfully tell us how proudly they are to be side chicks or home wreckers, plus how we are at a time where there will be 7 women to 1 man. But with everything considered, it is no wonder monogamy isn't exactly seen as the coolest thing in our culture. However, I want you to know that being with one person for the rest of your life actually has its fair share of perks. Number 1, the risk of STIs and STDs are drastically decreased, because a sure, reliable way to avoid transmission of STIs is to abstain from oral vaginal sex or to be in a long-term mutually monogamous relationship with an uninfected person. That's one of the key reasons to have a forever partner. The key words to keep in mind are mutually monogamous, okay? Even after you two have sworn to cut off other partners, make sure that you both get tested on a regular basis. It can never hurt to receive a clean bill of health, honestly. Number 2, condoms aren't as important when you are with one partner and the goal is to be with them forever. Yes, sex does feel better without condoms, let's be honest about it. But before you get too carried away, don't forget about everything that I have said before. And it's also important to take other measures to prevent unwanted pregnancy if you're not married. While we are all for pleasure, we like it to be done responsibly, especially if you're not married, again, and you don't have the capacity to take care of a child. Number 3, you will never have to do the walk of shame again. I mean, they are yours and you are theirs. So no more cringy moments, remembering the mornings that you crept into your house, making sure no one saw you in yesterday's clothes. Yes, we've been there. Yes, we've been bad, very, very bad, but it doesn't mean that we want everyone to know it, okay? Number 4, it's the thrill of the fact that you can get as nasty as you very well please every single time. Even the good girls like to get down and dirty from time to time. And now imagine being granted that liberty to get as filthy as your little heart desires every time that you hit the sack. Amazing, right? The freedom to let it all hang out is pretty much unmatched when you are in a committed relationship. You're not shy in front of them. And trust me, it is a game changer when you finally come to the point in your relationship. So by all means, let that inner sex goddess run wild. Number 5, when you are with one person for the longest of time in a monogamous relationship, you would have mastered each other's bodies as well, all right? You've mastered it so well. And this is one of the best things that you could ever have in your relationship. There will be no more guessing what gets him off and vice versa, because you already know you're in tune with each other's bodies and chemistry. When you've been together for years, you will come to know the exact coordinates of his most sensitive erogenous zone. No maps, no GPS necessary. You know what button to press to get each other off. You automatically become their kryptonite and their bodies are accustomed to yours. So if you have this, I would say that you go on and explore and conquer each other's terrain. That is something that you will not have when you have a lot of polygamous relationship. Now, number 6, you can show him your own face. I mean, that ugly face when you orgasm. And yes, you have one. Everyone does. That's when you know that the orgasm was earth-shattering good. That's the type of orgasm that makes you coil up and cry because you couldn't believe how good it was. You know, that kind of orgasm that was so intense that it almost made a part of your brain paralyzed and your heart almost stopped. That's the one. So with a lifelong partner, you won't have to be afraid to let out your inner gremlin when reaching your big O, because he's obligated to love you unconditionally anyway. Yeah? Gremlin hybrid or ugly Betty, Shrek looking kind of face, all of it. Bring it on. He would even love it that when he doesn't see it, when you climax, he wonders if you really did. He wonders if you really did come. And number 7, you can experiment with no judgment attached because you've been together for so long. You're used to each other. And so now's the time for you to try all of those weird and dirty fetishes that you've been dreaming of. Because, I mean, you will always be together forever, so I assume. So why not? Honestly, bedroom behavior will never grow stale once you both toss inhibition to the wind and live out your wildest fantasies. You will be on that roller coaster together, so you're pretty much exempted from judgment. Young, wild, and free together till you're, old gray and missing some several teeth. Number 8, one of the best perks of being in a committed monogamous relationship is never having to worry about those awkward nightstands ever again, especially when you're horny and you really need to get down and dirty, especially when women are in their ovulation. That thing runs us wild. The thought of just waking up in the morning and having him see the real you, then running for heels is another thing that you have to put into consideration because we get the chills at the thoughts. But after being with your lover for years, they will literally see and smell and get used to your morning breath. They will see you at your worst, and that wouldn't even make them love you less. But one night stand just wouldn't understand. Nor would you want him to understand, okay? Number 9, say bye-bye to dry spells. I mean, there will be no more nights at home alone cuddling next to a glass of wine and your favorite sex toy, especially during ovulation, because gosh, I get the horniest during my ovulation. And I'm sure I'm not the only one, all right? So with a committed relationship, you will just have the living, breathing, caressing person to take care of all of your needs. You will have a ready dick to ride on and whenever you want it. It's truly one of the greatest joys of being in a relationship that you could finally kiss those booty calls goodbye with those douchebags out there. Do you know what I mean? Number 10, and finally, being in a committed, mutually monogamous relationship, you will observe that the emotional aspect of your relationship makes sex a lot hotter. We as women, we are emotional beings, so it's pretty much obvious that we would enjoy sex a lot more with someone we are deeply connected to and we deeply care about. It really takes it to another level when we know our men share the same kind of love that we share with them. So being able to have that for the rest of your lives is bliss and out of this world. Gosh, I need Jesus to take the wheels right now for me being single. And these are some of the reasons I will forever and ever support monogamous committed relationship. And I'm sure that you would see reasons why you should also fall in line with me in a committed relationship, because that's the ish. All right, that's the ish. Ooh, ooh. See you when I see you. Mwah.